Hi, it's Nathan from MoFlo, and today we're going to do an overview of MoSocial. We're going to show you how to make social media easy. So this is logging into the MoFlo cloud platform, and you can see in here that we have MoSocial highlighted. And what we're going to do today is show you how you can create compelling and engaging content for your social media channels in as little as 10 minutes a week. So let's go in and create a post. We can see here it's basically into 3 steps. The first thing you need to do is get a caption. The second thing we're going to do is move on to generate an image or use an image you already have. And third, we're going to schedule the post to put it out onto all the channels. At the top here, you can see all of your connected accounts. So MoSocial makes it very easy to connect your existing Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and X accounts. And you can also choose which accounts you want to post to. So for example, if there's certain things you'd like to post to LinkedIn and Instagram, but not to Facebook and X, you can just click these on and off. So the first thing we can do is write a caption. So there's 2 options here. You can either write a caption of your own if you have an idea, or you can actually use Flo, our AI agent, and she'll help you do that. So let's have her help us create a post about the benefits of MoSocial for a small business. About that. And now we're going to go ahead and generate those captions, see what she comes up with. So it looks like Flo has come up with some captions here for our various social media channels. Let's have a little scan through and read the captions that she's come up with, make sure that they align with the brand and the message and the voice that we want for our company. I'm tired of social media eating your precious work hours. Yes, most people are. MoSocial zaps content creation time, boosts impressions, and keeps you in the driver's seat client approvals. Smart, right? So let's go in here and say that I like these captions, but there's a couple of changes I'd like to make. So I'm just going to go in and edit this one because I'd like to put in rather a new hashtag. So I'm going to put in SMB Life as an additional hashtag I want under that one. And I'm actually happy with that one. I'm going to go down and create an image. So in terms of images for this, I can upload an image of my own if I have something internally, a picture of my store or my company or a work site or a customer or a team. I can also use the captions that we've created to generate automatically an image that matches these captions. Or I can add a description of my own. And when you add a description, you'll see at the bottom here, we've got our dialog box back. And now I can actually tell Flo what image I would like created. So it's about small business owners using MoSocial to reduce time and improve efficiency. So create an image of a happy business owner who has their social media managed by MoSocial. How about that? So we're trying to get an image that really shows a small, happy business owner and their social media is being created by MoSocial and not by them scratching their head and search around Google for ideas and images to use. So it's going to go ahead now and actually create 3 images for us. And hopefully there's one in there that we can choose matches best with our branding message that we want to create. So Flo's come up with the first image, and it's actually going to allow us to play with that image while the other 2 are still creating. So we can actually click on that image and take a look at what it looks like in our previews when it goes onto the various engines. So MoSocial's sorted. She looks very happy with herself. I think that does a good job of portraying a happy business owner who's using MoSocial. There's another one that's now popped up. Social Media Master. This is a photorealistic image. A lot of customers prefer photorealistic. A lot of them prefer cartoon style. So it'll often mix and match on the 3 images to give you various styles. But this one's very nice. Social Media Master, a little bit more serious, but still a nice looking image. And it definitely captures what we were trying to get out of these images. Okay, and then the final image just popped in. So let's have a look at this one. More time, more wins. There's a business owner. We've got a bunch of the imagery behind, which is very indicative of social media. We've got the little Facebook thumbs up there. I actually like that image. I like this one too. Yeah, I think on balance, I'd probably go with this one. I think that's really clean. The guy's really happy. That's obviously what we're trying to accomplish with MoSocial. And so that last 2 minutes, we just created a compelling social media post with professional level graphics, professional level captions, and identified and inserted the correct hashtags to drive the right traffic. And so we've basically done that in a couple of minutes, and now we're going to decide what to do with it. So we have a number of issues down here. We can either schedule the post with a post now, which will just put it immediately into the channels I've selected: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. I can schedule the post for a later time. So if I decide that I think this kind of a post goes real well in the morning, I'm going to send this one out tomorrow morning, or I've already posted today and I've already got one scheduled for tomorrow, so I'm going to do this one next Monday. Or I can save it to my drafts. And drafts is a real benefit where we can actually save good ideas and good content we've created, but we just don't know when we're going to post it yet. So I'm going to go ahead and save this to drafts. And on the next screen, it's actually going to drop us into the post screen. So I can see what I've got scheduled, which is nothing at the moment, what I've posted in the past. So this is my posts over the last week or so, 2 weeks. And then I can look at the drafts. And what you'll find at the top of the drafts, because it's based on time created, my sorting, you'll see this is the current draft that we were working on. So I can go back and revisit this at any time, and I can post it or schedule it for a later time. So one of the other great things about MoSocial is when you're creating all this very cool and engaging content that looks very professional, a lot of our clients like the images so much they'd like to use them in other things for their business. And so what we've got is a gallery here, which basically saves all of the images and content I've created. So if I decided I really liked a certain image and I want to just have it in my gallery, and I think that would be really good to put on my website, or that would be really good to put in a customer newsletter, I can just download this at any time and then use it in any other type of media that I wish to do so. So I'd like to explain a little bit about how MoSocial is so smart with regards to the branding and the look and feel, and how I actually seem to know what MoSocial did for this small business. Like, how did it come up with those captions and actually know what it was supposed to write about? So the way we do that is through its configuration engine. So when your MoSocial account is activated, we gather some basic information from your URL. For example, if we know your website, we know what font you use on your website. We know exactly what your color palette is. We know what your branding guidelines are. We know who your customer focus is. And with all of this information, we can build a knowledge base about the company, the types of posts that you would need, the background information about your company, what products you offer, what services you offer, your location, etc., etc. And we use all of that information to make sure that when we're building posts, we're building posts specific to your business. And finally, there is a usage tab here on the left, which enables you to actually look at how often you've actually been posting to social media. You may want to look back and just make sure that you've been doing it on a consistent basis. This actually allows you for all of our products, but if we just activate MoSocial, we can actually see here that I posted a few times one day, nothing another day. It gives you a good visual sense of how often you're posting over a period of time. So that's just a brief tour through MoSocial, how easy it is to make very compelling and engaging content on social media. Most of our clients either jump in at the beginning of a week and we'll spend 10, 15 minutes and do the entire week's worth of posts and just schedule. Others like to go in each day or every couple of days and do a few. But it's wonderful when you come up with things that you want to talk about in business and you want to communicate with the local community. We can keep you visible with professional looking content at all times, and it's so easy to do.